This is Lesson 3 of Unit 3, created by Kiron. Nice to see you're back for the last lesson of this unit. In this lesson, we're going to talk about a very powerful method of protecting your data, something we call encryption. In the first part of the lesson, we'll talk about what encryption means and why it's important. Then we'll talk about the difference between symmetric and asymmetric encryption, and look at file and cloud encryption. Are you ready? Let's go! It's a new working day for our project manager, Stina. This afternoon, Stina has a funding meeting scheduled where she and Mark, one of her co-workers at the NGO, will give a presentation on the progress of their current project to an external funder. Mark has started preparing some slides and asked her to finalise one of them by updating some of the numbers concerning the finances. Stina received this request from Mark via email with a link to the file in the Teams cloud storage. However, as she tries to open the file, she's asked for a password. Stina tries to remember if Mark had mentioned some sort of password. She reads the email again thoroughly, but doesn't find or remember the code. She decides to call Mark and ask him about it. Mark apologises. He thought he'd already given her the password for the encrypted file during their last meeting. Since the information contained within the slides is very sensitive, he decided to encrypt the file before sending it via email. Without the password, Stina won't be able to open it. Mark then tells her the encryption password verbally over the phone so that Stina can input it and directly access the slides to update the numbers. Now everything is prepared for their team meeting. As this example shows, encryption can be used to securely exchange information over the internet. This kind of protection is necessary since without it, the information can be intercepted at many different points within the network. You can think about encryption as sending a sealed letter to a friend instead of writing a postcard. By putting a sealed envelope around the message, it cannot be read by anyone who intercepts the communication without opening it up. Of course, somebody could still forcefully open the envelope and read your letter anyway, but encryption of digital information prevents this unauthorized access by adding a sort of lock to the file as it is sent between computers. The receiver needs to have the right code or password before viewing the contents. There are actually two types of encryption: symmetric and asymmetric encryption. In symmetric encryption, the sender and the receiver must have knowledge of the same password. That means that this password or code needs to be shared. If this password is not shared securely, there's a risk the file could still be opened by unauthorized individuals. Symmetric encryption is therefore like using a shared key to unlock and lock a safe. Asymmetric encryption, on the other hand, is like having a pair of keys. One key can lock the message, but only the other key can unlock it. It's like a mailbox where anyone can drop a message inside, but only the person with the correct key can access the message. This way, the sender can ensure that only the intended recipient can read the message. It is not only possible to encrypt information sent over the internet, you can also encrypt the information saved on the hard drive of your computer. Go through the lesson below to learn more about how to do that and in what cases this is recommended.
When I'm using Dropbox, it tells me that my files are already encrypted. Does this mean I don't need to do anything myself?
That's a great question, Sammy. Unfortunately, no. If you really want to be sure that your most sensitive information is safe, you should upload only encrypted files to cloud services. You will learn why in the following lesson. Goodbye for now.